All right, sports fans, it's time for another edition of the Sports Couch, a look at area sports through the eyes of a local athlete, coach, or superfan. The Sports Couch is made possible by People's National Bank, a full-service bank with multiple locations throughout Southern Illinois to serve you. People's National Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender. And made possible by Mount Vernon Title Company, your real estate closing professionals. When you need real estate closings, title searches, contract for deed, or any other legal real estate document, depend upon Mount Vernon Title Company. Who will be on the couch this morning? Let's find out. Well, happy playoff football week for everybody because, hey, this is the week that Illinois high school football gets into that second season, and one of the area teams that's in the playoffs this year are the Fairfield Mules. They find themselves in the 3A football playoffs against Greenville with a 2 o'clock game this Saturday at Greenville. Fairfield enters the playoffs with a record of 6-3 after their victory over Edwards County last week, 36-14, and joining us to talk about it is head coach Justin Townsend. Coach, first of all, congratulations on the win last week over Edwards County to propel your team to 6-3, and here you are in the playoffs again, and it's exactly where you want to be. It was one of your goals, right?
Yeah, obviously, that's a goal you set for yourself every year and your team, and it always feels good to check that off. And I'm really proud of our guys, the way we've closed out our season. We've won 4 in a row, and defense is playing really well. We're running the football really well, and we feel like we're playing our best football, quite frankly, at the end of the year and going into the playoffs. And we have a lot of confidence right now, so we feel pretty good about things.
And that's what you want to do. You want to be playing your best football here at the end of the season and peaking at the right time and getting everybody back healthy, which you pretty well have done too, which has been big, hasn't it?
Yes, that's always the key as well. I mean, you can kind of look, project, and kind of hope, that you're going to win these games down the stretch, and maybe know that you're going to be getting some guys back, and that's definitely the case for us. We'll know a little bit later in this week if we're going to have some guys back at full strength for the playoffs, and it's looking like we might, and that's definitely a positive. It's going to help our team and make us maybe a little bit more balanced.
Yeah. All right. Well, heading into the 3A playoffs, you're going to be taking on the Greenville Comets. This is no stranger to you. You've been down this road before. You've played a lot of teams in the South Central Conference over the years in the playoffs, Greenville even being one of them. And sometimes you've had success against those teams, sometimes you're not. It's a strong conference, no doubt, but it's a conference that you've always been able to compete with, and I look forward to a great game on Saturday.
Yeah, we played Greenville last year, actually, so super familiar. They very up-tempo on offense. They mix the run, mix the pass, excellent quarterback. Coach Hutchinson's son, actually. I believe he's the last one. I don't know.
I think so, finally. I think finally, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, but he's excellent, smart. I mean, it's just like having a coach on the field. But, that's the biggest thing that stands out to me is their up-tempo. You just don't see a lot of that in our conference. They like to go fast. They like, you put their game on huddle. They always have 30 or 40 more plays in a game than what you would see in a black diamond game.
Wow.
And that's just a conference as a whole, because they just want to run as many plays as possible.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of like, you may see the defense stick them for a 5-yard loss. They're right back up on the line going again.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't even faze them. And, so we're going to have to be ready to go. But I like the fact that we played last year. We've seen it. We know what to expect. We've been already, we hopped on the practice field on Monday and we jumped right in because we already knew what to expect, how to game plan. Even when we played them back in 2009, it was a very similar offensive scheme, so really not much has changed. And so, we're going to be prepared. Like I said, I think offensively what we do and running the football and keeping it out of their hands is kind of their kryptonite. They don't like that. And we had success moving the football last year. It was a very competitive game. and our kids competed well, and we feel like we have a shot. So we're excited for the opportunity.
Well, obviously, if you can move the football on the ground and chew up clock at the same time, that really plays in your favor.
Yeah, that's going to be the key. We got to eliminate some penalties. That's one thing that I feel like we need to clean up. Negative plays are going to be huge for us. We got to have positive yardage every play. We can't have penalties. We can't lose yardage. And then take shots in the passing game. We got to make it count. That's huge. Obviously, when you're trying to pull the upset, you got to have some good things happen. And which we've been able to do. We did it a few years ago against North Mac. Those are the things that we did. Faced a very similar team, an 8-1 North Mac. We were able to control the clock. We ran the football. We had a few turnovers here and there, and some timely turnovers. And you want to be in that game come fourth quarter, and then anything can happen.
Right.
And, that's generally our goal. But we feel like we match up really well with them. We have good speed. We feel like we have some good speed on the defensive line that maybe you can't necessarily get to him. Hutchison, a quarterback, he's really hard to sack, but maybe you can pressure him, hurry his throws, disrupt, and that's what you have to be able to do when you play somebody like Greenville.
Right. Okay. Hey, real quick, let's talk about the Black Diamond Conference. Several teams from the conference got in the playoffs, and how about that win by Flora over Cesar to end Week 9?
Yeah, Flora, we've talked about this. Flora's super talented.
Mm-hmm.
I thought, our win over them on homecoming was just a huge win for us because I knew the caliber of kids they had, and I feel like they're a team that we're always talking about at the end of the year playing well. A few years ago, I think it was Carmi maybe they beat at the end of the year. That was a really good Carmi team. So, really, I'm not going to say I wasn't surprised, but then again, I wasn't. They had that capability, and maybe off the Johnston City loss, it was the right time for them. So,
right.
So I think they definitely had the ability to do it, and that was a huge win for them. And congratulations to them. And like I said, when we talked, I think Flora in the next year or two, I think their JV went undefeated this year. I think in the next year or two, they're gonna make some noise at the top of the conference, the Black Diamond.
Yeah. Well, Coach, again, I know you're getting busy today, but we appreciate your time. Again, congratulations on the win against Edwards County to go 6-3, and best of luck as you prepare for that playoff game this Saturday at Greenville. Again, it's a 2:00 kickoff, and want to encourage Mule fans to get over there.
Absolutely. I think it's going to be a great environment. They got a tremendous facility, and like I said, we're going to go over there, compete, and give it our best shot. And we feel like we have a legitimate shot to come away with the victory and get back to the training yard.
Yeah, all right, Coach. Appreciate your time, and good luck. Talk to you soon. All right. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Bye-bye.